Hi friends, my name is Dr. Julius Oluwasegun Aroba, the Wealth, Career, Mindset Surgeon. In this week's episode, in this masterclass, I'm going to be talking about dismantling the limiting belief. Dismantling your limiting belief involves two steps: challenges, those that must have happened, and replacing those challenges and empowering beliefs. Here is how you're going to be able to do it. The first step is for you to be able to challenge those beliefs. There are some negative beliefs. Some will tell you that is every belief true? You need to ask yourself some of these questions. Where did this belief come from? They tell you in your family nobody can actually be rich or wealthy. They tell you you can't move from this to that, you can never get it, no matter how you do. They tell you, they told you, who told you this? And you'll be asking yourself, who told me this? Is there any evidence to support or contradict those beliefs? For example, if you believe that you're not just good without money, you're going to ask yourself, when was the last time you successfully managed your finance? Have you ever had moments where you made a smart financial decision? Are there other people who have been able to learn about money, even if they didn't start out knowing much? Is this something you can do? Often, when you break down limiting some of these beliefs, logically, you realize that they are simple stories that people have just been telling you, but they are not facts. They are not actual facts. That's why a lot of African descendants, they still become so poor. They live from rent to rent. They don't own. They don't become owners of business. They don't create because of self-limiting beliefs. Often when you break down some of these beliefs, you will realize that they are simply stories that people have been telling you. And there is a way for you to be able to replace them by empowering your belief. How do you do that? You've got to start challenging those limiting beliefs. For example, in my family, I remember in the early days of life, somebody said, it's very hard for a millionaire to come out of this genealogy. And little do I know that when they get to a peak, at the end of the day, they come down because if you don't have God, for example, those things you have will actually dwindle. At the end of the day, I've made a decision. I said to myself, irrespective of every genealogy, I've got to break those things. Then I started giving myself to study. I study hard out of that lineage. And I started replacing every negative beliefs. I was very careful of what I'm saying to myself, what I say to people. And I started empowering my belief about money, that I'm fully capable of learning how to manage my finance. And I started memorizing positive words. Wealth is a tool for creating more opportunities for me. And I can make more money for me. Everywhere I go, the land obeys me. Money flows freely and abundantly in my life, and I am worthy of it. Do you see that I've now been able to change my own beliefs? Rather than using negative words coming out of my mouth, I'm always careful of what I say to myself. The question is, what do you say to yourself? Is there anything new you always put across to yourself? Or you are someone that still believes where you are? Oh, it's hard to get that thing. It's not easy to get it. But friends, when you repeating these positive things that I've said to yourself regularly, when it comes registered in your mindset, you begin reprogramming your subconscious mind and you shift your financial reality. Over time, you keep empowering yourself from inner mind, from inner soul, from your subconscious mind. You start dreaming of something great, gigantic. You find yourself in an arena where you can be able to do great things, where things that are no longer impossible for you. As a wealth person, as a career person, as part of the Zillionaires community, it is for you to start knowing what kind of words you say to yourself about your finance, about your life, about the environment. And who do you talk to? Are you someone that hang around a family or friends that always say negative things to yourself and your children? Be careful of who speaks into your life and who speaks into your children. You've got to be deliberate. You've got to be very serious about your business. My business is going to do sporadically well. My business is going to be taking over the space globally. It's going to be registered everywhere. We're going to be dominating everywhere. We're going to be having online presence. We're going to be partnerships. That's how you say it. I'm going to be deliberate of where I hang out, what I do in my business. I'm going to get a mentor that has done more than what I want to be in life. Those are things that you look out for. Those are things you put over there, because by saying these things, you start to see new opportunities coming your way, because the law of universe will align in your sights, and you keep heading towards that route to get to where you want to get to. And by doing this, you start breaking this self-belief, negative vibes. How do you take actions? Your mindset is very powerful. Remember that the highest mountain on earth is not Mountain Kilimanjaro or Mount Everest or whatever they call it. It is your mindset. Your mindset is the highest mountain in life, and it is very powerful. It must be paired with actions. Words is not enough. Some people say it, but they don't take the actions. The actions in the doing actually is where the money is going to come from. In you solving problem, using your hand to do something legally, solving problem, creating applications, creating solutions, and creating new terrain for people to be able to come into. Through that medium, maybe through products or services or any consultation or anything you do, that you can be able to translate into businesses. You can be able to start multiplying those things. It requires you to take consistent action. Don't just do it for 1 week or for 1 day or for 1 minute. But on this note, I'd like to tell you that you have everything it takes for you to get to where you want to get to in life. Do you know that when God was creating human, He did not just create human alone. He gave, according to the Holy Book, He said God has given us authority over everything that creepeth upon the earth, under the water, in the air. And He said whatever we establish in the heavens, whatever we declare in the heavens shall be established in the earth. So, I don't know what you have in your mind, but I will leave you with this to ponder on. And I hope you're going to start call your groups together, call your friends together, maybe in the business you're in, maybe in the group you belong to. You can start taking the action and become consistent. Sometimes, consistency is very important. Some people just want to see maybe you're only going to be around for about 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. But people take time before they do business with you. They want to see how consistent, they want to see where your office is, they want to see what kind of integrity you maintain and what kind of person you're going to become. I hope you've actually been able to learn something great today. Once again, my name is Dr. Julius Oluwasegun Aroba, the Wealth, Financial, Career, Mindset Surgeon. And I can't wait to see you again. Please make sure you head on to www.juliusaroba.com and you order for the Wealth Code Rewiring, which is a book that was written. And also, there is another book called Wealth Beyond Lifetime. It's a book that you can actually use to be able to help you. I'll see you again, and God bless you. Stay blessed. See you in our next episode. Bye for now.